Hey, it's Aubrey. If you guys are new here, hi and welcome. Today we're doing a decorate with me. We're going to be sprucing up a few areas of my home, and this morning I was at my local grocery store and I picked up some fresh herbs for my kitchen countertops. I love having these in my kitchen. Not only is it fun to cook with, but it also puts off an amazing aroma. So I picked up a rosemary and I also picked up a mint, and I just put them in these two little clay pottery pots that I had on hand, and we're gonna style these on my kitchen countertops. In the back corner of my kitchen, this corner tends to just collect clutter and I'm over it. So I'm actually gonna clear it all out. I'm gonna put away my serving boards and we're gonna try something else. I love these clear glass canisters. I actually got these at Home Goods last year. I've had them, I absolutely love them. You can find a different variety, all different styles, but these ones are for sure a total hit. I love the little glass knobs on them. This one I had sugar in it for the longest time. I just didn't really feel like I was using it as much as I would like. So I'm actually going to just put the sugar away. I rinsed out my clear glass container and I'm actually going to just dry it off, and I'm going to fill it with some spaghetti noodles or fettuccine noodles. And you can fit 3 boxes, and what's nice about these containers, they are tall enough to fit the noodles, which was great. If you don't have tall containers, you can also do macaroni noodles or whatever you actually use the most, which would be best for these containers. But lately, my kids have been loving pasta, so noodles are gonna go in the canister. The other one, I love just having flour. This one, we actually make crepes a ton, and I'm always using this flour canister to get our flour out of it. So with these 3, we're gonna put them onto my back countertops, and I just feel like it's so convenient and easy, and it's really pretty to display as well. And so I love when something is functional, but it also is stylish at the same time. Next, I'm adding a fresh piece of artwork. This one is just from my shop. This is one of my paintings that I did. Instead of just laying it flat against the back splash, I actually just ended up angling it, and then I added my new cookbooks that I picked up from Home Goods recently. These books are so awesome. This is my new pinch bowl that I grabbed from my vintage shop with me video, if you guys missed that. But this one I've been loving. So I ended up adding parsley, salt, and garlic right on the inside. Those are the 3 most seasonings that we use the most. Obviously pepper as well. For this corner, I cleared this corner out as well. And I actually ended up just bringing back out my vintage bowls. It's probably one of my favorites. I just put all of our fruit in it. And then I'm gonna just add our fresh herbs right along the side. So it's a very colorful corner, but it's fresh and I love it. And I just added this nice little jewelry bowl as well. I put my other piece of artwork into my glass bookcase. I love adding artwork around my home. It's one of the things I enjoy most, and I just think it freshens up any space and adds a nice fun personality. So for my entryway, I've had this white Pottery Barn vase for the longest time, and I actually just want to swap it out with this gray textured vase. It almost looks like a concrete. This is probably one of my favorite finds. It's actually from it's actually from Home Depot, and I will link it down below for you guys if you're interested. But I love how tall it is, and I feel like with how light and bright my house is, I just need some more color. So I have these olive stems, which I got from Hobby Lobby, and instead of cutting your stems, I actually like to keep them long, and then depending on the vase, I just bend the stems. Now, because this vase is so large, I actually ended up just grabbing my spaghetti boxes because I need something to kind of prop up my stems in this extremely large vase. So you can use other things. Obviously, nobody's gonna see it, but I just ended up using my spaghetti boxes and they worked out amazing. So yeah, anyways, I ended up just like opening them and then stuffing the stems like right inside the spaghetti box. So my little trick of the day, I guess, but I just stuffed these olive branches into my large vase. I have about 6 stems, and the way I like to do it is I don't want them resting right on the top of the vase. I want them to kind of like be a little more like kind of sprouting out of the top. So I just take my stems, I kind of do 3 to start on the sides, and then the other 3 I'll go in and kind of like bend them around. You don't want it to like look stiff. I hate when like faux plants look so stiff, so I like to add some movement to them. So I like to bend the stems, some up, some down, and yeah, you just kind of play around with it. But like this bottom one was like driving me nuts, and I felt like it just needed a little more movement in it. So just play around with it, and obviously you do you, and you do what's best and whatever you like. But for me, I like just a little bit more movement with my faux olive stems. I ended up grabbing this beautiful fluted accent bowl from Target, and I added it to my dining table. And then I found these beautiful kind of like ball garland from Home Goods, and I felt like, oh, these two are just such a great combo. So I added these to my dining room table. I recently purchased some new bedding from Target, and I want to show you guys how that bedding combo looks together. Now my room is like not finished. There's so many other things I need to do to it, but this is just the bedding. So we put fresh sheets on last night, so I'm kind of making the bed for the day. But this is the duvet cover from Hearth and Hand. This is their farmhouse style. This duvet cover has just a very thin, minimal gray line on it, and I didn't want it to like look too farmhouse, but I actually really love the very minimal gray lines on it. And then I also have this top blanket or quilt from Casaluna, and it's in the shamberry color or shayberry color. And so I really like this because the rug I have in my room, I feel like really pulls all of these colors in together. And so this is how it looks up close. I really like it, and I like the different textures of the bedding as well. And then I also have this knitted blanket from Casaluna. So pretty much my whole bedding set is from Target, and the prices were pretty decent, and the quality is actually really good as well. So I'm rather happy with this purchase. So for my bed, I like to layer up a top quilt and a blanket. Now, if you ask my husband, he probably absolutely hates it, but I love it. So we make it work. So I just like to fold back the top layer of the duvet cover. I like to make it nice and plush, so that way our bed just looks like it has lots of layers to it. And then this duvet cover actually comes with 2 king size shams. So I just added 2 king size pillows, but I will say one thing about this duvet cover is that it is quite thin. So if your comforter inside is stained, I would not recommend this duvet cover. It will show through. So just a side note, that is something that I did notice. The last item we added is this runner from Studio McGee. It's hands down perfect for our bathroom. I love the color tones of it, and it also brings in those warm color tones from our bedroom.